Good evening, good afternoon, and good night, and welcome to another broadcast of New Orleans by Night. We start this scene as Claire, thoroughly humiliated and barely having missed a frenzy in a social gathering, is storming out of the building. She stops to gather herself for a moment, and on a second glance, sees a familiar face sitting on a bench next to her.
Why, hello, Miss Keefe.
Mr. Granite, hello. How are you tonight?
I'm always good.
That's good to hear. I'm sorry I'm not much company tonight.
You do seem a little stressed.
I've just been thoroughly humiliated for the second time tonight.
Oh, how so?
It wouldn't do well to speak ill of one of your fellow clanmates.
Ah. Well, I apologize for any strife being caused by one of my clanmates' words.
I know that I've made a fool out of myself and by extension all of Toreador. I'm doing the best that I can, being thrust into this situation less than 3 days after arriving in the city. I just wish that a certain person would understand that it's not exactly easy. I mean, something's happened every night that I've been here. The first night, I find that the prince is dead. The second night, we're in battle for a second time. And then tonight, seems like nothing is going right, and I'm strongly considering resigning my position as clan whip and leaving town.
Is that what you think will solve your issues?
It never does seem to solve anything, but how else am I supposed to handle it? I've managed to lose the respect of a lot of people in New Orleans, and I can't cause any more problems for other people.
Here's what I can tell you. I would talk to your elder, one who's been around a long time, and ask him how many beautiful gargoyles in the entirety of his life he has seen.
I know, but I don't have any proof. And
The gargoyle is the proof. However, you must do whatever you need. I was just merely suggesting that an observer or a knower of the clan would know that gargoyles are cursed with the same affliction as the Nosferatu. They're hideous.
I know this, but it seems that everybody else is taking this as some sort of big joke. I just don't understand how I can get people to see that there's more to this situation. And every time I open my mouth, Henri goes and fucks everything up. I've nearly frenzied twice tonight because of that asshole.
Well, he feels betrayed because I informed you of the situation and then you spoke with the Tremere about it. And knowing certain things about the Tremere, being duped by them is not something that would be surprising.
But I'm sure he understands my need to keep everybody safe in this situation. I know that I'm not the Primogen, and I know that I screwed up. But to be completely honest here, what else am I supposed to do? When the Primogen's not available to take care of things, somebody has to be looking out for everybody else. If this devolves into a war among ourselves, we're not going to be able to beat back the threat of the Sabbat.
I understand. However, plain as day, that thing, the gargoyle that is now with the Tremere, that is the new creature they made.
You know she was a Toreador. I know she was a Toreador. I don't see how Ivanov doesn't know she was a Toreador. He's got to be lying to me somehow. Somehow or
They
another he's getting around my auspex.
they have magic. I'm sure there's something to cloak auras. However, what your actions have done is alienate. You've pissed off the Nosferatu and alienated yourself from them, and put yourselves closer into the grasp of the people that want to turn you into monsters. I would act quickly and figure out a way.
The only thing I can think of to do is wait until Primogen Lillian gets back.
I understand.
I don't feel like I have time to wait, though. For all I know, we could be losing Kindred by the day to whatever plot this is.
Yes. I don't know how long it takes to make one. I noticed that your guardian is not here. I would be wary about traveling alone these nights.
As I mentioned to somebody else the first night that I arrived in New Orleans, I've traveled alone for a long time. I'm not likely to stop anytime soon.
New Orleans will continue to be an unfriendly environment until Henri, at the very least, will not stop making your life hell until he feels like the clan has been repaid for your betrayal of trust. I don't hate you, Claire. You've made mistakes. But the real picture is that your clan is in danger. And right now, you're the one entrusted to protect them. So I would make what amends are necessary and get your clan backed.
What can I do to make this up?
Honestly, my clanmates are more offended than I was. They felt that you betrayed them, specifically Miss Delight, because she asked you to not go to the Tremere explicitly. And then Henri was extremely offended by the fact that you still asked me if I would protect you when you painted me in accusation originally. I don't know what they want. I don't mind to ask them at some point to speak with you with a mind open to to a kindred that is looking to fix her mistakes. Because if you're going to be effective, you can't spend all your time trying to avoid frenzy.
If I can't even go into a social situation without being confronted, then I cannot effectively even go to the people that have been confronting me.
That's why I said I will be a go-between. I will explain to them that they're not going to go in with the intent to verbally chop you down, so that some kind of arrangement can be made. Because I don't give a damn about this situation. I don't have a stake in your ego, and I don't care that my clanmates feel for some reason offended by what's happened to me. I care that the Tremere are making gargoyles. I care that your clan, which is a pillar, is going to crumble if we do nothing. So I require that everyone get their heads out of their ass and we get in gear. Don't take the Tremere's tomfoolery at value anymore. He thought that by simply whatever he did, fixing his aura or having the knowledge of making that creation would stop what's going on, would make you believe that it's fact. But the fact that he brings the abomination to your face and shows you proof, they clearly think little of you. I have nothing to hide from you, Claire. If your elder wishes to speak with me and see in my mind to make sure that I'm not lying, that's fine.
I don't know what to believe anymore, honestly, Mr. Granite. I'll relay the information that I have to my Primogen when she returns.
And
until then, unless a civil meeting between Miss Delight, Henri, and myself can be arranged to discuss ways for me to make this right with them and with Clan Nosferatu, I will be making myself scarce.
understandable.
I'm not going to screw up again.
Please, watch your clan. I'll do what I can to assist in the watching of your clan. But I will also do what I can to help you. With that, he will give you a little grab on the upper arm. His touch is extremely cold and very firm.
Thank you for speaking with me tonight. I do need to take my leave now, though.
Of course. And he will move, to let you pass. And he will take a seat back on his bench.
And with that, Claire will make her way off. And thus concludes the scene. Thank you to anybody who may be watching this, and good night.